How you doing, guys? No, I've been a little scarce on YouTube of late. Anyways, having my issues with YouTube these days. Not too crazy about social media. I've actually only been following YouTube for about 4 years. But in that time, I've seen some really off-the-wall videos. I brawls at McDonald's. Actually, just saw one last week. It's actually been up for about a year now. Of a McDonald's manager beating the shit out of one girl for throwing a milkshake in her face. She had it coming to her, but nonetheless, it's up there still. Watched MMA fighting, street brawls. Has anybody ever heard of Three Men and a Hammer, which I believe is still out there? If you haven't seen it, I wouldn't recommend it. Watched an A-10 Thunderbolt obliterate members of the Taliban with a 30mm cannon. Body parts were everywhere. And yet, YouTube saw fit to remove one of my videos about 2 weeks ago. And this was one Amazon, sizable girl, tossing a guy around McDonald's. The actual clip was probably 10 seconds long at best. But as I recall, that's all she did was push him to the ground a couple of times. Yet, I got an email in the wee hours of the morning, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, 3 or 4 days after I had uploaded the video, said they removed it for excessive violence. Okay, it was deemed inappropriate material, which that's not the first time I've heard that. I've had another video pulled for inappropriate material, but sometimes I wonder, what do they deem inappropriate? I mean, I've seen some crazy-ass videos out there, some really offensive, nasty videos. Last year I watched one girl pound her face into her computer till it was a bloody mess, and that is still out there. What it is when a YouTuber rubs them the wrong way. And I'm not the only channel that's going through this right now. There are some very big channels that are having their views messed with. Their notifications are not being sent out. Many of them aren't even aware that they're having uploads. And I've noticed that myself. Many YouTubers have vanished from the search feeds. I've noticed that myself. I have checked the search feeds and, oh yeah, you can still find me about 3 miles down. And any videos that are in the search feed are usually a year or two old. Nothing of any modern times. Anybody who does come across this video, just make sure you're getting your notifications, because I know there are a lot of YouTube channels right now that are not. But apparently, YouTube and Google, which I've talked about before, are making this platform very one-sided. This is a platform where you can openly make jokes and threaten the President of the United States. But God forbid you say anything about our previous president. They're doing this to make this as one-sided as mainstream media for the upcoming elections, depending on what happens in the near future. I haven't had the incentive to upload. I'm pretty damn discouraged with the whole damn thing. I'm pretty much YouTubed out. This is why I haven't been out here very much of late. Several videos I have tried to upload, and the uploads have failed, so okay. I'm actually was considering starting a second channel, but I'm like, why? The same thing will just happen. And I'm actually looking for another platform if I decide to continue making videos altogether. But I've been pretty much fed up with YouTube and their guidelines. They can never explain in detail about their guidelines because they seem to be selective. See, some YouTubers can put up some extremely violent, nasty, disgusting videos. But as long as you're not rubbing the establishment the wrong way, that's okay. Now, apparently some videos in recent history have touched a few nerves, which I've expected. Because the video they took down, as far as inappropriate, I'd like them to explain why. As far as excessive violence, I think not. I've seen more violence on Saturday morning cartoons. I think that was quite select. Frankly, I don't think too highly of YouTube. Actually, I think Google sucks, I think Facebook sucks, and I think YouTube sucks. That's my opinion. And as far as their guidelines, I've just about had it with it. And as far as taking down videos, you're going to continue. I don't expect you're going to put them back up. And at this point in time, I don't give a flying frig whether you do or not. But as far as your guidelines and what you deem inappropriate, you can take that. And I'm talking to the team at YouTube, and you too, Susan. You can take that. You can take your guidelines. You can take your monthly newsletter, roll them up real tight, and stick them in a dark place. And if that gets by the algorithms, if that's not inappropriate enough, YouTube, this is for you. Anyways, guys, but let me know if you're not getting notified of my uploads. I'd appreciate hearing about that. Anyways, guys, I don't know when I'll be back out here. I am definitely taking a break from this, but I'll talk to you soon. You guys have a good day.